You think this is the final version of the human body, the most advanced, the most evolved, the finished product of 300,000 years of change. It is not even close. Right now, without you noticing, without anyone announcing it, without a single headline, the human body is changing. It has been changing every single day for 300,000 years, and it has absolutely no intention of stopping. What comes next is stranger than anything science fiction has ever imagined, and it has already begun. To understand where humans are going, you first need to understand what built us. For the vast majority of human history, survival was brutally simple. The strongest lived, the weakest did not. Every person alive today is descended from an unbroken line of humans who were tough enough, fast enough, and smart enough to survive long enough to have children. Everyone else is simply gone. That process, slow, ruthless, and completely blind, is called natural selection. And for 300,000 years, it shaped every single feature of your body: your eyes, your jaw, your immune system, your brain. All of it sculpted by one brutal question: does this help you survive? Then, something changed. Around 10,000 years ago, humans invented agriculture, then cities, then medicine, then vaccines, then surgery so precise it can repair a beating heart. Conditions that would have killed every single ancestor you have ever had now barely inconvenience you. You put on glasses, you take a pill, you get a vaccination. Natural selection did not stop, but the filter changed completely. And that changes everything about what happens next. Start with something most people never think about: your jaw. The human jaw has been quietly shrinking for thousands of years. For most of human history, eating required serious physical effort. Raw meat, tough roots, fibrous plants chewed for hours every day. The humans with stronger jaws and more teeth survived better. Those traits got passed forward. But modern humans eat soft, processed food. The jaw no longer needs that power, and so it is slowly, quietly disappearing. Wisdom teeth, a third set of molars that once gave our ancestors extra grinding power, are already vanishing from large portions of the human population. They serve no useful purpose now. They cause pain. They get surgically removed. And increasingly, they simply never appear at all. In 10,000 years, dentists believe wisdom teeth will be completely gone in most humans. The jaw will be narrower, the face flatter, the mouth cleaner. Now look up, inside your skull. Your brain is the most complex object in the known universe, but complexity does not mean efficiency. And right now, certain parts of your brain are being used less than at any point in human history: navigation, spatial memory, the ability to hold large amounts of information and retrieve it without help. For most of human history, these were critical survival skills. Lose your way, and you die. Forget which plants are poisonous, and you die. Today you open Google Maps, you ask an AI, you set a reminder. Brain regions that are used less become less active. Less active regions require less skull to house them. The skull that houses those regions may gradually follow, slowly, invisibly, reshaped by the tools we built to replace it. Your brain is outsourcing itself, and the skull is taking notes. Now look at your eyes. Myopia, short-sightedness, has exploded in the last 50 years at a rate that has genuinely alarmed scientists. In some East Asian cities, over 90% of young adults now cannot see properly without correction. The leading theory is simple: too much time staring at close objects, too little time outdoors. Here is the problem. People with poor eyesight wear glasses and continue to reproduce at exactly the same rate as everyone else, which means myopia genes are spreading through the human population unchecked, something that would never have happened before glasses existed. In 10,000 years, poor eyesight may be close to universal. We may all be born needing correction, unless something far more powerful gets there first. In 1953, Watson and Crick discovered the structure of DNA. Scientists spent the next 60 years learning to read it. In 2012, they learned to edit it. CRISPR, clustered regularly interspaced, short palindromic repeats, is a tool that allows scientists to find one specific sentence inside 3 billion letters of your genetic code and rewrite it with extraordinary precision. It is the most powerful biological tool ever created, and it is only 13 years old. Scientists have already used CRISPR to make human cells resistant to HIV, to eliminate certain cancers, to potentially slow aging at the cellular level. Clinical trials are already underway in humans. Within a century, genetic editing may become routine. Parents may one day choose traits for their children the way they currently choose schools: disease-free, optimized, designed. And that is where things get genuinely dangerous. Natural selection had no agenda. It was blind, brutal, and in its own terrible way, completely fair. It did not care if you were rich or poor, strong or weak. It only cared whether you survived long enough to pass your genes forward. Designed evolution has a very different problem. It has an agenda. And that agenda belongs to whoever can afford it. If editing your child's genes costs money, and it will, then for the first time in the history of life on Earth, evolution stops being random and starts being a product. The wealthy design healthier, stronger, longer-living children. Everyone else does not. Two populations, same species, diverging by design, which leads to the possibility that almost nobody wants to say out loud. Humans may split into more than one species. It has happened before. When populations become separated, geographically, socially, technologically, mutations accumulate differently. Over thousands of generations, the differences compound. The two groups diverge until they can no longer interbreed. Two species where once there was one. Today, global travel makes this unlikely on Earth, but humans are planning to leave Earth. Mars receives 66% less sunlight than Earth. Its gravity is only 38% of what you feel right now. Its radiation environment is hostile. Its atmosphere is almost non-existent. A human born on Mars and raised there their entire life would experience a fundamentally different physical reality than any human who has ever lived. In 10,000 years, humans on Mars may look measurably different from humans on Earth. Taller from lower gravity, wider eyes to absorb more light, different bone density, different lung capacity, different in ways we cannot fully predict because the environment doing the shaping does not yet exist. In 100,000 years, they may be something else entirely. Here is what that means for you. Every single person who has ever lived, every human who survived long enough to have children stretching back 300,000 years, passed something forward to reach this moment. An unbroken chain of survival, adaptation, and change that produced exactly one outcome. You. You are not the finished product. You are not the destination. You are a checkpoint, somewhere in the middle of a process that started before recorded history and will continue long after every person alive today is gone. You are passing something forward right now. Every choice, every child, every generation. You just will never know what it becomes. And maybe that is the most human thing of all, to be part of something so much larger than yourself that you cannot even see where it ends.